12 things you need to know about growing your church. This is video 4. God is relevant. In order for people to come to a Christian faith, they have got to experience God as being relevant. Now, relevant implies a traceable, significant, logical connection of something in our daily lives. I've heard people say, example, algebra is not relevant in my life. And yet, modern conveniences and technologies, those things that have been developed by engineering disciplines, they're all using higher math, algebra, geometry. So it is relevant because life is better with airplanes, with structurally sound buildings, with cell phones and hot running water. So you may not have known you needed algebra, but if you used your cell phone today, you did. And you see, our spiritual side of our life is significant and relevant in our lives, but like the higher math, we're not always aware of it. The awareness of people needing to experience God as relevant is driving change in our churches. And I think what it is we've come to an understanding people no longer will come for the intolerance and stay for the guilt. I mean, they just need something different. And this generation, these generations of people looking for an authentic relationship with God are trying to find out if there's something better out there, some higher purpose in their life, some community of people with a belief. When they look for that, they're looking for simple, streamlined, personal. I began to think today about how God is relevant in my life, and how do I know that? How did I come to that significant logical connection about God being relevant in my life? And there's a couple things I think that bring me to it. And number one is my theology, an idea of who I think God is and who I think God is not. I do not think God is Santa Claus. I do not think God is a cosmic vending machine where you put the correct number of tokens in and bam, the blessing pops out. I don't think that's how God works. I know that life contains suffering. It contains hardships. There's ups and downs. There's pain. There's joy. And there's just wonderful, beautiful days that you experience, as well as tragic and terrible and days that never end. So it's not that God shields me from all those things, but I'm not alone as I go through them. That is the significant piece of my faith foundation. In prayer, I know, I connect, I feel God's Spirit speaking into my spirit in meditative prayer, and I know that God is there. I am standing in faith in front of the throne of grace, you know. And so I know that those are things that help God be relevant for me in my life. It's countercultural too, I think, the Christian faith, that we live in a culture, a society that says go, 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 do more with less, work a ton of hours, don't take any time off. And yet God is the one who says, take a day of rest, breathe out. You're a cherished spiritual being. You are loved just as you are. Where we live, again, our culture is, no, you're never going to be okay. And I just love, believing in a God, knowing there's a God there who loves me as flawed and goofed up as I am, loves me anyway. That creates relevance in my life and in my faith. So what makes God relevant for you? Think about it. How do we help other people experience God as relevant? Whatever the answer is to that, I know you are the perfect person to help someone meet God. He has held you.